Hi guys, welcome to another video. So today we're going to do a set of nails using some Mordda gels that I've been obsessed with lately, and using some foils, some bling, some bits and pieces. But first of all, I want to show you these stunning nails that my wonderful bestie has sent me, the polished phoenix. Now she does have I think she's moved our Etsy shop now on Shopify. And if you go onto our channel, our YouTube channel, the Polished Phoenix, you will be able to order her nails. Now she sent these to me as a gift. She knows I love steampunk. I can't focus. And they are absolutely stunning. So please go and check our shop out if you're interested in any persons. They are absolutely amazing. Now I'm going to pop some gloves on and we'll get started. So I've just added some primer onto the nails rather than buffing them. So the first colour I'm going to use is this beautiful pink Mordda, and it's MD073. So I'm going to be putting this on. So I'll just do one coat with you guys, and then because I'm going to give them all a second coat off camera. But these Mordda gels, I absolutely love them. They're a bit of some of them are like a jelly texture, others, this one seems a bit more of a jelly. But 2 coats in there, it's stunning. It's stunning with one really. So this is just a beautiful pink. And then for this one, I want to do just the bottom of the nail. I have kind of practiced a bit of a set, so I'm not really bothered about how it's looking, so to speak, because I'm going to put some foils on and also an additional colour on that bit. And then I'm going to do this one in the pink as well. But they are lovely, affordable gels as well. I got these from, I'll just touch that with my bloody glove. There, that's a good start, isn't it, Andrea? Good start, never mind. So, now I've got, oh, for God's sake, now I've got a fluffy, whatever you call them. This was meant to be a good video. At least you get a laugh anyway. So, venom ones, and then we are going to do I've got a sparkly pink, which is another Mordda, which is MD124. Now this one I'm going to do on this nail, and I'm just going to move it onto my beautiful stand that I was gifted. And as you can see, I'm the most elegant at painting nails. So the weather's turned absolutely pap. But you know what? I'm so pleased. I've got these clampets. I shouldn't call them clamplets, but the Garmy-Wick neighbours. And the kids just absolutely destroy the street. Rubbish, run amok. So when it rains, they have to put up with the kids indoors. So I've got a nice, peaceful, rainy day ahead of me. No shouting and squealing. I love kids. I looked after kids for years, but yeah, they're just too much. They're just too much. So I'm enjoying the peace and quiet. So then I want to pop the, how am I going to pick these up? The cream on the bottom of this one as well. Like I say, I am going to be putting foil on this one, so I just need because when I practiced this set I did put the pink on as an afterthought, but I'm trying to be clever and do them together, which might not work. Actually, I'm just going to maybe ombre them a little together, just so they look less patchy, because like I say, the foil will cover but only the bottom half, so I kind of want to mix them in. The brush is too hard. Right, I'll do another coat on those. So I'm just going to pop these in the lamp, do a second coat and fix this mess, and I'll be back. Right, so they've all had a second coat, and I meant to say the creamy one I was using was SC062, which is also a Mordda. So now I've kind of blended that nail a bit more, so it reminds me of a bit of raspberry ripple, possibly. So I'm just going to spread these out, because now I'm going to do this nail first. Now I want to do a full cover nail on here, and I'm going to wipe off the tacky layer because I'm going to use some foil glue. I'm going to remove the tacky layer. Now today I am using a foil called Rosebud, which is from the lovely Lorraine at Sparkle Supplies. Now I am an ambassador for Sparkle Supplies, and I do have a code which is PLN15 if you wanted to use that code to get 15% off on the website. I'll put it in my description box anyway, but Lorraine does some fabulous foils, glitters, and you get a full metre of foil, and I think some are 80p, some are cheaper, less than £1 anyway for a metre of foil. So it is well worth taking a look at her site. Like I say, everything will be in my description box. So now I'm also going to be using the Sparkle Supplies foil glue. Now this is only for UK, the foil glue. She can't ship it abroad, but it is an absolutely amazing foil glue. How many times can you say foil glue? So I'm going to do a full cover. So you don't want it too thick, but you want to make sure that you're getting your foil glue all over the nail, down the sides. And then I'm just going to pop that in the lamp. Take it off there. And let that cure. So 60 seconds in the lamp for that one. Now this nail that I did the ombre type of thing on, we're going to be putting foil on here as well. So I'm going to rub up off the tacky layer. It's making us want to eat ice cream, this nail. Raspberry Ripple's not my actual favourite either, and I'm just going to do the foil. And I don't mind if it overlaps a little, so I'm going to bring the foil glue across the top there. You know what, I'm just going to do it. I did leave a bit of a gap on my last set, I'll show you them at the end, but I'm just going to do a full cover with this as well because I just love the foil. So that one, I'll pop that one in the lamp. Bring this one back. 60 seconds for that one. So I want, make sure I don't touch the nail. So this foil glue as well doesn't need time to cool down. It's absolutely fantastic. You can literally just use it. So I'm gonna get as much coverage as possible. So I'm gonna do that. I'm going to just press it down, smooth out. If you do get any creases, you can just lift it back up and place it back down again, like that. And like I say, the transfer is pretty much instant with this foil glue. It doesn't take a lot of messing. Less faff is always good. So let's have a look. I think that one is done. And as you can see, that one's done. And again, this one. Now I think I might put, let's have a look. I think we'll go, because I've already used it, this bit down the edge, and then I'm just going to have a little bit coming over that nail, like so. I'm just going to pop it down, bit of a tippy tap. So if you're in the UK and you're looking for a good foil glue, I do recommend the one from Sparkle Supplies. It's never let us down, and it's a good price. I want to say £7.99. I might be wrong, but check the website. I'll link it in the description box anyway. And then we have that one. So I just wanted to show you the foil on different colours of the nail. Right. I'm just going to pop that to one side for now because this, right. So that's those. So I think they're looking rather nice. Now, this glittery one is going to have some bling. Now, I'm going to put a super top coat on it first. No, I'm not. I'm going to apply the gems first because, so I have a mixed bunch of roses, but I just want to pick out, you know, some people are going to go crazy with this randomized flowers. I'm not organised like that. And I've also got these horrible caviar beads. Well, they're not horrible, but they're not my friend. And a butterfly. You know me, it's not a set without a butterfly. So first of all, I'm going to pop down some glue. I'll use this one because it's a bit thicker and it stops things wiggling around, hopefully. Take this brush. So what I want to do is apply some gel to this top corner because that is where the action is going to happen. So I'm just going to pop it on like that. I really could be a little bit more have a bit more etiquette with my application, but hey ho. Right, oh, for God. Right, he didn't say that. So I'm going to use this one. I think my stick thing's not going to work how it is. So that rose there, or that one. And then I want a smaller pinky rose, which I don't think I've put the glue on. We'll just do that. And I want a little white rose. If you watch my videos, there's not really much rhyme or reason to my gem application. It's just whatever I'm feeling at the time. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. So I'm going to move that over a little. Now this is a little bit different to what I'd planned. So let's go. I'm going to curve that round, bring it down. like that. I'm going to pop some of my little friends on. And hold your breath, guys, because I will probably bloom and drop them. And I'm going to use this to apply them because it's the easiest way for me to get these slippery little suckers on the nail. So I'm just going to pop them on and then just give them a bit of a nudge around, because I'm just wanting a little bit of a cluster of them. This might not have been the best idea. Never mind. Right, I need something to push them about. That's not going to stick. Okay. So I just want to kind of bring them round there. Like that. And then on the bottom of there, I'm going to pop a little butterfly. I think we'll go with a crystal one because I think the pink one will get lost in the nail. And I'm just going to attach that little guy there. So yeah, just a little bit of bling on there, and then, you know me, I'm just going to tittivate. So I just want to add a few more beads around there as well, so they don't look like they're just floating in space. Get off. Whoa. Oh, fair. And on one of my lovely ladies on this who watched my channel, she's going to be laughing today. She always finds us funny. So yeah, I think you have to, you know, you can't take things so serious. Otherwise I just would never do nails, because I'm about as organised as a, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, shut up, Andrea. And now I think this might be overkill on the gems, but hey ho. Right, let's have a look. What do we think? I'll ain't taking them back off, so it's irrelevant really. So there we go. We've just got a little bit of a cluster with the little coming down. I'm going to stick that in the lamp before I do any more damage. Okay, so let's get rid of these. And I'm not used to having nails on either, so right, they're safely away. I still need that, so I'll pop that there. Now, for the next nail, I do need to do, so we're onto the thumb now. Now this nail, I am going to do a little bit of a foil, but just on the centre, because I just want to do a rose. Now I don't know whether I should. Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to do a little bit of a lighter colour on here because I want the rose to stand out. And when I did it before, I felt the pink rose that I'm going to pop in got a little bit lost with the darker background colour, so I'm just going to do a bit of a colour there behind. Doesn't need to be perfect because it's not going to be completely visible. So that one's cured. So while that's curing, we're going to top coat this one, get all those bits and pieces sealed in. So I am going to go over the caviar beads and the butterfly, well, round the butterfly, because I want to seal them all in. Push your brush into the little nooks and crannies on the nail as well, just to make sure that they're stuck in place. Now I think I did sweep over that. I've swept over the butterfly because it is a metal charm, and if you were to wear them, it would start to tarnish eventually with washing up and getting your hands wet. So I have gone over it. Hopefully it won't affect the shine too much. So that one will go in the lamp, and then I'm also going to top coat these ones, get those sealed. I'll decide if I'm leaving them or whether I'm going to do something else. There's that one, and this one. Now I think files just come to life when you put your top coat on. They might look a little bit more dull on the nail, and then you put your top coat on and they just pop. That's what I love about file. Stickers, anything stamping, anything simple. Right, oh sorry, I don't know if you heard my stomach rumble there. Now I'm going to pop them in the lamp and cure those just so I know they're done. Right, now this one, after I've knocked it over, I'm going to do a little bit more of a covering on here. Don't need that much. I should probably have done this and then painted the pink round it, but you know me, everything's back to front. I'm just going to pop that in the lamp just to cure a little bit. Right, so I have this. I was gifted this as well from the lovely Rebecca. It's a 2-in-1 Cody's gel. I've never used it before. And it's a glitter colour and also a top coat. And it is called Star Moon, and it is stunning. Now, I didn't use this on my original set because I didn't have it. So I'm going to put it down initially as a top coat and a base coat, really, because I want to put some pixie crystals on the bottom of the nail. Now, I don't particularly want the moon. The stars are fine, but it's got like a clear background, but then it's got these bits in. So I want to put that at the top just to give that nail, because originally I did a full pixie nail and I don't know, I just think it's a bit overkill. So I don't want the moon. I'll save you for later. There's a couple of stars on there. So I'm going to pop that on. Hopefully it'll level itself out there. And then I'm going to put, if I can find them. Now these are clear pixie crystals, but when I apply them to the nail, when I apply them to the pink base of the nail, obviously it is, come on, get out. I don't want to come out the back again. Right, so they are, like I say, clear, tiny, tiny little crystals. And I'm going to use some of this to pick them up. And I'm going to pop them just on the bottom of that nail. Just to give it a little bit of something different. So obviously they're not as shiny as they would be if they were on a white or well, a clear background. But I just want to add a little bit of texture to the nail. And then what I did is I just built them up a little bit. So then you had so it's just adding a little bit of texture to the bottom of the nail. Like I've said, I don't even know what I'm holding my breath, I don't know why. There, so I'm just adding just a few at the bottom and pop them in the lamp. Now this one, did I cue you? Yes, I did. So this one is for the foil now. I'm just going to move those out the way before we have a disaster. Now this one, I do need to give it a little bit of a rub over and apply a little bit of foil glue to this part, because this is the only part where I really want it to stick. Put that in the lamp. Right, so that foil glue is ready now. I'm going to take the same foil, and all I want is the rose from the middle of the, so I'm going to pop it on there like that. And I'm hoping, now that I've put the lighter colour behind, that the rose is going to pop a little bit more than it did when he originally did it. Just make sure I've got that transferred. Yeah, so we have the rose, and then what I did was I'm just going to rub away those couple of flowers there because I don't want them. Because I want to put some leaves on there. Now when I practiced I didn't put leaves on, but then I've thought I could do with the leaves on afterwards. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue and I want to put a leaf there and there. Now I've pulled out this mix of leaves and I think I'll see the size of this one. I don't know if I want the smaller lime green or the bigger ones. Let's try these little ones. And the bigger one, which one do I want to use? Right, I think I'll go with the bigger one initially on the top. Put you there now. Get off. Come on, right. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with the bigger ones. Like that. And then what I'm wanting to do is do a bit of a stalk, but I'm going to try and do like a stalk with the pearls. So I'm just going to bring that down. And I just want to use some little pearls and do a little bit of a stem with these. When I concentrate, I can't talk. Right, so there's one. Okay. I'm just going to use this brush just to try and straighten them up a little. That'll do. Now, originally I also brought them up and made a bit of a thing with that, but I might, I don't know, I'm still going to do that because I think I kind of liked it like that. So just a couple of them coming off as a stem. I don't think I want to put any more leaves on. Like that. Okay, just get rid of them too. Now, do I want smaller leaves? I don't know. I'm so indecisive, guys. Like, I just don't know what looks right. Yeah, right. I'm gonna go with the smaller ones, and I'm gonna put them like that. And then I think I might even put one coming down like that, not possibly. Right, no, we're not. We're just going to do that. Right, make a decision, Andrea, and stick to the blooming thing, will ya? I think the leaves need to be coming. I'm trying to picture how a rose leaf is. Right. I'm going to do that like that, and then I think I'll put one big pearl, big-ish pearl at the top of there. Something along those lines, anyhow. And I've got to straighten that back up. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to whack it in the lamp. So that one will just need a top coat, and then I'll bring everything back to show you the finished product. So for some reason, guys, I haven't recorded me showing you nails at the end, so I've just popped the nails there for you to see. So the ones on the left are the ones I've done previously in a practice set, and the ones that I've put in the middle there now are the ones that I've just done with you today. So I did change them up a little bit. I think they did turn out quite nice. Please let me know what you think of them, guys. And I'm just going to be showing you the set that I did the first time. So that one's got a full pixie nail. Like I say, I changed them up, and there obviously me showing you my beautiful set of nails Rebecca sent me. But please remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.